Hi guys, this is Tim Queen, and today we're going to talk about 7 pieces of bad LinkedIn advice that you should not follow if you want to have success in 2020 and beyond. Now, the first bad advice that a lot of people give: accept every connection request, connect with everyone, everyone is your friend. This is really bad advice, because you will find a lot of times people connect for all kinds of reasons. Some people have the intention of generating leads, so they have the intention of selling you something. And other people, they're looking for getting free advice. Some people just randomly connect to people without anything. They didn't even read a post. They just click on some people you might know in the category. And you want to be really selective, because networks matter. It matters a lot who you're connected to and who you're spending time with. If you're posting something on LinkedIn and you're connecting to random people, chances are that it's not relevant to them. If it's not relevant to them, your post won't get any engagement. If your post not getting any engagement, then the algorithm is not picking up and you're not getting extended exposure. So if you want to use that for lead generation, for example, and you don't get the LinkedIn algorithm triggered, you don't get any results. If you want to find your next dream job and you're connected to the people in all the wrong industries, nobody's going to point you into the right direction, because they don't know anyone who might have the right job, or might not be connected to the right recruiter. So it's really critical that you plan out, where do you want to go? Where are you now? Where do you want to go? Who would be the perfect people to be in your network? Who would you enjoy being friends with to get from where you are to where you want to go? Don't accept every connection request. Think about every person. Think about, like, would this be a good fit? Would we benefit? Would there be any potential for collaboration? And only then accept a connection request. Bad piece of advice number 2: don't spam LinkedIn with links to your articles or links to your website. LinkedIn is punishing external articles by giving them the least amount of exposure on the content platform. So you can share 1 post per day, 10 posts per day, 100 posts per day. If you are linking to external websites, you probably only get like 5 views. While at the same time, if you had used one of the other content types, and there are specific rules how you can use each of them to get the most results, if you had used any of the other content types, you might have received 100,000, 10,000 views. And in return, this would lead to some traffic of actually relevant people, because actually 10,000 people saw it. Yes, not everyone is a perfect fit, but the ones who are more likely to click on your website, instead of you only getting like 10 impressions, and then of the 10 people, maybe 10 of them are completely not relevant, and then you're not getting anything. Bad advice number 3 is send automated messages. Get one of those software tools and then just plug in your script and send this in bulk, just something like hi, first name, and then do your sales pitch. This will get you banned on the platform. It will burn bridges. People can see right through it that it's an automated messages. LinkedIn is cracking down. Just last week, I received this message that over 100 accounts were shut down, even premium accounts. It doesn't matter. LinkedIn is destroying this kind of marketing. That's just like spamming people. Nobody likes it. So never start with this in the first place. Content mistake number 4, and you will see a lot of people promoting this. It's kind of like posting feel-good posts or telling some random stories about the Good Samaritan who was like rescuing like this poor damsel in distress in the workplace. And what you're gonna see, like a lot of people in this space, they tell you like, yeah, we're gonna be like this big family, like the big LinkedIn family, helping each other out. But the thing is, those are people who are not giving you any customers or clients. Those are people who are broke, who have no success in life, who are spending 24/7 on the platform and have nothing else to do. So you don't want to get sucked into this. I know it can look very intimidating, and because those people are super active, but you don't want to get sucked into creating this kind of feel-good stories, because there is no business and no money behind it. What you want to focus on, results of getting the right content in front of the right people who would be a good fit, who would be a good customer, who have the budget, and who have the authority to buy stuff. This is really, really important. Don't start by copying other people just because they seem to be popular. They just get views. The views mean nothing. money in your pocket means everything. Bad piece of advice number 5 is you should help everyone. It's kind of like the same group I just mentioned. They often tell everyone that we should be here to help each other out. And what they mean by that is basically they reserve the right to ask anyone for any favor. And you will, if you connect to some people like this, you will notice that immediately after you connect to them, they will ask you for something. They're kind of those greedy people who ask you like, yeah, can we meet for coffee? I would like to pick your brain. Or could you do X for me? And then it's like something they're asking like for a favor, which would take you like an hour or 2 hours time, or even like maybe sometimes a day or so. And they're promoting this under the disguise that they are also helping each other out. But it's very selfish people, in fact. I've never met more selfish people from that group who's pretending that they would help anyone. All they're doing is they're asking anyone to help them. They're not providing anything. I actually talked to someone who was replying to one of, they often send messages like, yeah, if you ever need something, please reach out to help. And then the person actually asked them back, and suddenly there was silence and it was suddenly disappearing. But then the person right away, like a few days later, asked for like a big favor, which would have taken like weeks. So don't get sucked into this. If you meet someone like this who's like pretending to offer you help or asking for help, be very cautious. Most of them are very selfish people who actually don't intend to help you in any way, or just want to take and take and take. Bad piece advice number 6 is get 30,000 connections. You will often find those people have defined their own name. They call themselves LinkedIn Lion, LinkedIn Open Networker. And what they do is they pretend that they have this big network where they can connect to each other and like make introductions to whoever, whatever. And the thing is, you have actually a connection limit of 30,000. So the moment you hit 30,000, there is nobody else you can accept as a connection. That means if you actually meet someone interesting, you can't accept their connection request. You can't send out any more connection requests because you're at your limit. There's no space left. And trust me, you don't want to be in the position that you have to look through 30,000 connections of yours, which is really slow on LinkedIn in the first place, to eliminate some that are not a good fit anymore. You want to be really careful that you don't get this number that high in the first place. Be really selective and screen people, make a prediction. Would this actually be a good fit? Would there be any benefit in the future to be connected with this person? Do I actually know this person? Is there like any form of collaboration possible? Because the 30,000 means nothing. Most of those people, they don't know anyone. They just accepted a random connection request. Those people often go around like telling everyone like, you have this big network. It means nothing. Like most of them don't know them. It's just like collecting some playing cards. Now what you're looking for, not selecting some random playing cards. You want to get like aces in your hand. It's way more important than getting like a big chunk of worthless cards in your pocket. Now, bad piece of advice number 7 is asking people right after connecting to them to get on a phone call, to get to know them. This is like the same way of like pretending we should be friends with everyone. It's like, what's the point of starting a phone call with everyone? Like there's maybe like a specific reason why you connected to this one person. So in this context, a phone call makes sense, yes, by all means. But you don't have to have a phone call just by everyone. Imagine this. Let's say there's like your third year's elementary school classmate sending you a connection request, and you didn't even like know this person, or you haven't talked to them in 20 years and you don't have any fond memories of them. And then this person asks you like, do you want to help on a phone call? Maybe you accepted their friend request because they know you and you don't want to be like a jerk, but you don't necessarily want to talk to them on the phone. So the same is true like on LinkedIn. Everyone's time is limited. So if there's not something specific to talk about, don't ask people to get on the phone. Like either you like the person or there's something to talk about, then you should get on the phone. Otherwise, you should skip this and focus on like building like the relationship some other way before there is a reason to present to the other person why there would be a reason to hop onto a call. Now, let me know in the comments which one of the 7 bad pieces of advice did you like the least? Which one should you add to the list that I've mentioned today? And make sure that you subscribe and turn the notification bell on if you want to get more updates on LinkedIn marketing that actually works without all the BS.